Hey everyone, this is Matthew Kemp. Welcome to Theology on the Ground, daily thought for my quiet time. Today, Isaiah 59. So this is Isaiah 59 verse 1. Behold, the Lord's hand is not shortened that it cannot save, or his ear dull that it cannot hear. But, this is verse 2, but your iniquities have made a separation between you and God, and your sins have hidden his face from you so that he does not hear. Now, this verse often, when I have used it, has been in evangelism, talking with people about how they are far from God, separated from God, and how there's that fundamental problem. And yes, definitely. But I think it's an important verse for even Christians to look back on, to think about. That first bit is very interesting about a separation between God. So I've often used the image, the analogy that, if God is over there, then sin is, as far away from God as it's possible to be, because sin is antithetical to who God is and what he's like. And so almost like when you sin, you're moving sinward, you're moving away from God. There's a separation there, and that's kind of what it's like. But the other way that I use that metaphor is that, before you become a Christian, when you're what we would call fallen in sin, it's almost like your whole orientation has been changed, so that instead of facing toward God, you've been turned around and you're only facing towards evil, towards iniquity, towards sin. Your desire is for sin, and it just sort of consumes you in that way. And the image here is a little bit different. I still think my image is valid. It's similar, but the image here is that your sins have hidden his face from you so that he cannot hear you. So there's this fundamental, almost like barrier, and you can't see God anymore, and God can't hear you. And so God is not listening to your prayers, your pleas, that sort of thing, because you stand guilty before him. Now, when you think about this, I think the first verse that immediately comes to my mind, and of course there's several things about, God being able to open the eyes of the blind. But I think about Paul, who's one of my favorite biblical authors, and writing to the church at Corinth, 2 Corinthians 4:6. For God who says, let me see if I can get this. I never memorized this verse, but I think I almost have it. I could paraphrase it. For God who said, let the light shine out of the darkness, has shone in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ. So that's the biblical picture, and that is the God that we served is one who we were blind toward him, but he was good towards us anyway. We were blind and he gave us light to see. So those are my thoughts for today. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.